What if your next SUV turns into a money pit dealers can't even unload? Over 2 million new vehicles are clogging lots in 2025, half of them SUVs, and dealers are panicking. Imagine saving up for months, driving off proud, only to hear your engine sputter a week later while your bank account takes a hit. These rigs are getting slashed by thousands just to move, but are they steals or disasters waiting to strike? I've got the 10 SUVs dealers can't sell this year. Stick around to find out if you should grab a deal or run for the hills. All right, let's get into it. The car market in 2025 is a mess for dealers, especially with SUVs. These big shiny rigs used to fly off lots, but now they're piling up like old furniture at a yard sale. Why? A mix of high prices, shaky reliability, and buyers just not biting. I've dug into the data, talked to some folks in the know, and pulled together a list of 10 SUVs dealers are stuck with. For each one, I'll tell you why it's sitting there, what the risks are, and if there's any chance it's worth your money. This isn't about fancy tech jargon or showroom hype. It's real talk for people like you who just want a solid ride without getting burned. First up, the Ford Explorer Hybrid. This one sounds great on paper. Decent gas mileage for a big SUV, room for the family, and that Ford badge people trust. But dealers can't move it. The hybrid system's been glitchy, with owners reporting battery drain issues that leave them stranded. One mechanic I know said he's seen 3 come back in a month with the same problem. Plus, it's priced around $45,000, and for that people expect perfection. Risk? You might get a lemon that's in the shop more than your garage. Bargain potential. If Ford drops the price below $40,000 to clear inventory, it could be worth a look, but only with a rock-solid warranty. Next, the Jeep Grand Cherokee L Jeep's got a loyal crowd, but this stretched-out version isn't clicking. It's got 3 rows, which sounds awesome for road trips, but the 3rd row's so cramped even kids complain. Worse, the 2025 models have had electrical gremlins, think flickering screens and dead sensors. Dealers are offering discounts, sometimes $5,000 off the $50,000 sticker, but resale value's already tanking. I saw a post from a guy who bought one last month, traded it back in 2 weeks because the headlights kept cutting out. If you're tempted by the deal, test every button twice before signing. Third, the Nissan Armada. This beast is big, bold, and stuck. It's got a V8 engine that guzzles gas like it's 1999. Think 15 miles per gallon when gas is still hovering near $4 a gallon in a lot of places. Buyers want efficiency now, and the Armada's not delivering. Dealers are sitting on these with $55,000 price tags, and they're not budging much because Nissan's banking on its tough guy image. Problem is, the interior feels cheap for that money, and early 2025 models have transmission hiccups. If you need a tow monster, and spot one under $45,000 maybe. Otherwise, it's a pass. Now, let's talk electric, the Tesla Model Y long range. Shocking, right? Tesla's usually a hot ticket, but this one's cooling off. Range is great at 330 miles, but the 2025 batch has quality control issues. Loose panels, rattling interiors, stuff Tesla fans aren't used to. At $60,000, it's also pricier than competitors like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which is eating its lunch with better build and a lower tag. Dealers, or Tesla's direct sales lots, are cutting prices by $3,000 to $5,000 to move them. If you're an EV diehard and snag one cheap, it's tempting. Just don't expect that flawless Tesla vibe. Fifth, the Dodge Durango. This one's a muscle SUV with a loyal following, but 2025 might be its last hurrah. Dodge is phasing it out for electric stuff, and buyers smell the end. The V8 roars, but it's thirsty, 14 miles per gallon. And repairs are pricey when those old school parts break. Dealers have them stacked up at $50,000, some with $6,000 rebates. I talked to a guy who loves his, but he's already sunk $2,000 into fixes this year. If you want a bruiser and don't mind the gas bill, a steep discount could work. Just know it's a dinosaur. Halfway there, number 6, the Chevrolet Blazer EV. GM bet big on this electric SUV, but it's a bust so far. Range is decent at 300 miles, but software bugs have crippled it. Think infotainment crashes and charging delays. One owner I read about said it wouldn't charge past 80% for a week. At $55,000, it's not cheap. And Chevy's slashing prices by $4,000 to clear lots. The gas blazer's fine, but this EV version, risky. If you're in a city with good charging and score one under $50,000, maybe roll the dice, otherwise wait for GM to fix it. 7th, the Toyota Sequoia. Toyota's usually gold, but the 2025 Sequoia's a rare miss. It's a hybrid now, which should be a win, but the powertrain's clunky. Laggy acceleration that feels off for a $65,000 rig. Plus, it's huge, and parking's a nightmare. Dealers are stuck because buyers want smaller, smoother Toyotas like the Ray V4. Discounts are popping up, $5,000 off some lots, but resale's already soft. If you need a giant hauler and find one cheap, it's not awful. Just don't expect that Toyota magic. 8th, the Volkswagen Atlas. This one's roomy and affordable at $40,000, but 2025 models have engine troubles. Oil leaks and stalling reported early. VW's rep took a hit after past scandals, and buyers are wary. Dealers are dropping prices by $3,000, but it's still a gamble. A buddy of mine considered one, drove it, and said it felt sluggish for a family hauler. If you're on a budget, and it's dirt cheap maybe, just budget for repairs. 9th, the Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid. Hyundai's killing it with EVs, but this plug-in's a dud. Electric range is only 30 miles, weak compared to rivals. And the gas engine's noisy when it kicks in. At $45,000, it's overpriced. And dealers are cutting $4,000 to move them. I saw a review from a lady who traded hers back. Hated the choppy ride. If you're in a hybrid-only mindset and snag one low, it's usable. But there's better out there. Last one, the GMC Yukon, big, plush and stuck. It's a luxury tank at $70,000, but gas mileage is brutal, 16 miles per gallon, and buyers are shifting to smaller stuff. The 2025 models have pricey tech that's glitchy, like lane assist that drifts. Dealers are offering $6,000 off, but it's still a wallet buster. If you need a status ride and find a steal, okay, otherwise it's a money pit. So, what's the deal here? These SUVs are piling up because they're either too expensive, too thirsty, or too shaky. Dealers are desperate, cutting prices left and right, but that doesn't mean they're all steals. Some, like the Explorer Hybrid or Blazer EV, might be fixable with updates. Others, like the Armada or Durango, are just out of touch with what people want in 2025. Cheap gas, smooth tech, and no headaches. The electric ones are a wild card. EVs are the future, but right now buyers are picky and hybrids are stealing the show. If you're shopping, these discounts can save you thousands. A $5,000 cut on a $50,000 SUV is real money, but you've got to weigh the risks, breakdowns, resale drops, or just a ride that's no fun to own. I'd say the sweet spot is finding one with a long warranty and a price that's too good to pass up. Test drive the heck out of it, check forums for owner gripes, and don't rush in blind. Here's the bottom line. These 10 SUVs are warning signs flashing in 2025. Dealers can't sell them, and that's your red flag. Look out for stuff like poor gas mileage. Anything under 20 miles per gallon is a killer with today's prices. Watch for glitchy tech. Flickering screens or dead batteries mean trouble. If the price feels too high for what you get, like $50,000 for a cramped or clunky ride, walk away. Resale's another trap. Some of these are already losing value fast, so you'll take a hit if you sell later. And reliability, that's the big one. A car that's in the shop more than your driveway isn't a deal, no matter how cheap it gets. Sure, you might save big if you're smart. Nab a discounted Yukon or Explorer with a fat warranty, but miss the signs and you're stuck with a headache. Your money's hard-earned, so don't let a desperate dealer dump their problem on you. Check those warning signs, dig into the real story, and pick a ride that won't let you down. What do you think? Any of these worth the risk? Let me know.